Well, the challenge with having government be responsible for this is exactly what you just said about the TTO officers. They're afraid
Mm,
of failure. And there's good reason for that
yeah,
because they're accountable to
yeah.
their constituents. And if there's a failure, then it's like, oh, you're wasting my money. But this valley of death specifically needs to have failure. If you're like
Mhm.
DARPA has a rule that if you're not failing 70% of the time, then you're not taking enough risk. And that's what you need for that bridging the gap. And DARPA does this fantastically and has done it very well for, I think it's 66 years or something,
Mhm.
but only for defense applications.
Sure.
And you might notice that, DARPA invented the internet or had a big hand in it, stealth aircraft, a GPS, but these were all decades ago. And
Mm.
DARPA's model is to sort of network things. They take the best people from university, from corporate labs, pull them together on a project and make something happen. But if those corporate labs have now sort of degraded to the point they don't do this middle research, which is what's happened since the last 30 years, that limits what DARPA can do. So,
Interesting.
yeah, I mean, like, government certainly has a lot of money and should pay for these kinds of things, but it has to be done in a way that there's no risk to the government because the government doesn't want to take risks.
No risk to the government. Yeah, I'm just thinking of the last 30 or so years of planetary exploration. I mean, the shift to better, faster, cheaper in the 90s, that's
Yeah.
sort of represented. I mean, I'm curious how you see that in the terms of the evolution of the relevant institutions, right? Because clearly there was an awareness that they had to be more risk averse or at least deliver more value. What do you think changed there?
I mean, I have to dig into a little more to look at what was progressing, but,
Mm,
you know, the faster, better, cheaper is kind of I'm sure you know, you can have 2, not 3. You can pick 2 and
right,
optimize, you can't have all 3.
right.
And they were saying we need all 3 because they wanted to, like, push the organization, but then that made the organization kind of, like, schizophrenic a little bit and then had some
Mm.
major failures.